Today's guest is a Renaissance man, to say the least. He's a YouTuber, content creator, entertainer, boxer, promoter, musician. He's a boss in his industry, and it keeps expanding. He's now a co-owner of Prime Sports Drink. And I'm grateful to sit down with him today here in the London, Great Britain. Today's guest is Mr. KSI.
Okay, so it's like a charity event, exactly the same. But there was a lot of promotion for Simon. He was basically like the poster boy for Soccer Aid.
Bring him up.
Yeah, he was just everywhere.
Let's get a peek at him, huh? Judge him.
Well, Simon Minter. So he actually played in the last game. We should bring up his highlights.
And did he do pretty swell?
When it comes to charity matches like that we've done sidemen charity matches that get so many views, left, right, and center. He's always scoring left, right, and center.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah, he's insane. Always scoring hat tricks. He scored at the halfway line at one point. That's, the football pitch, the middle part.
This is him right here.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks healthy as well.
So if you type in, click.
He's a pretty clean-looking male, huh?
It doesn't seem to be there. Basically,
so apparently, allegedly, he's good.
He didn't do anything. Just in how people think, I feel like, for example, even with Instagram, you can just, let's say you're a woman, you go on Instagram and you're just seeing all these women like looking 10 out of 10, but they've all had work done. And it's just like the way to get to that level is you have to get work done. Eventually, your mind's going to think, oh, maybe I need to get filler. Maybe I need to, do this for my eyes or do this for my cheeks and stuff like that to get to that level. It's slow, but it slowly like takes over people's minds. And that's why you need to just, definitely step back sometimes and just be like, nah, man, like I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with my way of thinking. But because it's just social media, it's just everywhere and it's kind of like becoming everything. It's kind of getting harder and harder to do that.
Yeah. Oh, I would feel horrible because you'll see a lot of young girls getting lip filler. And
Yeah, bro,
just
I hate it.
They can't even chew. I saw a woman that having soup and it just unhaving soup.
Yeah.
I've never seen fucking like, what are we doing here?
Honestly, I've told my girlfriend, like, please never in your life ever do anything. Like she's like every now and then she's like, oh, I'm like, no, don't you dare. You are naturally beautiful. Stop.
Yeah, that's what we need. And what if one of them gets knocked out? Then you still have to knock the other one out?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
bro. Wow.
So it's sick, yeah.
Fuck, it's exciting.
Yeah. So I guess we're missing. That's what we want.
Yeah.
We want it to be exciting. We want people to be like, oh, this is not like normal boxing. But fuck it, I love it.
And everything evolves. That's the thing. It's like sometimes we get stuck in tradition. It's like, oh, I don't want things to change. I want things, but then everything has always evolved, right?
Yeah.
And it's just the way that things always have been.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at radio. Radio was like, oh, fuck TV, man. It's all about the radio. Then TV came through, smashed it.
Yeah.
Now, then it was the internet, and TV were like, oh, the fuck's the internet? It's not going to do anything. Boom, the internet's in your face. Next up, AI. It's taking over, bro. Humanoids.
I know. I hope
come through. They're just going to come through, bro.
I just hope I'm okay.
Bro, smash through your door. There's nothing you can do.
I'm going to stay upstairs then if they come. I just don't. I don't want to. I'm just going to stand by the window and just button my button again.
Like, I'm just seeing like how ChatGPT is evolving. I'm looking at NVIDIA stock.
Yeah, I just looked at some.
Looking like a right penis.
Yeah.
Just up.
Looking like a real Nigerian sex lord.
just not going down. I want to short it so badly.
Do you?
Oh, bro.
I know, but it looks like it's like could be like Apple where it just keeps going up and splitting.
Yeah. I feel like it would just obliterate me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I feel like you have to wait for like, I don't know, something bad to happen to do with AI. Like, I don't know. if
Right, but what bad could happen?
If a bad thing did happen, like I don't know, an AI just became smart and said, "All right, I'm gonna just hack everything. I'm just gonna hack your iCloud. Now I have your buddy's dick pic."
Jason.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's weird, like to the point where there was one point where we were going to a restaurant, we ate there, and we, paid the bill, we left, and they would come out, as in the chef and the owner would come out and start bowing while we were leaving. And we're just like, why have they done that? Like, they have more people inside to serve. Like, but they're just so polite, so genuine. It's
and the
so
bowing,
nice.
though, they bow, then you bow. But then since you bow, they bow again. And
Yeah,
so
so
it
you're
really
just-
becomes like, it's like watching a penguin's arms or whatever. It just gets really bizarre.
Insane, bro. Bro, man just spent like, I don't even know I can say this, but he spent like millions on just a bit of land for one video. Just like that. And it's just like, he's happy just to do that. And then the money that he makes from that, puts it into another video.
Wow.
He just like, he doesn't care about profit. He's there like reinvest. And it's just incredible. Like, bro, he pretty much, like, the only reason you go North Carolina is for Mr. Beast. Yeah. That's like, he runs it. And I was like, it's such a smart model, because the most interesting thing in that area is working for Mr. Beast. So he's
so crazy.
Bro, so he's always got everyone there like gagging to work for him, because it's like, are you gonna work at, I don't know, McDonald's, or are you gonna try and work for Mr. Beast? Yeah. You're always gonna go for Mr. Beast. Do you want to be a politician, or do you want to work for Mr. Beast?
Look, I want to work for Mr. Beast.
Bro, like, do you want to be a teacher? Fuck that.
I would like to teach Mr. Beast.
Do you think?
What would you do?
Do you think Meta could just stop posting photos for you?
Yeah, I'm sure they could eliminate you.
Like, imagine if Meta just decided to just add a dick pic.
Yeah.
It's not even of you, just a dick pic, just as your next post. And then they ban you for it. They frame you. Bro,
totally.
Holy shit.
Wow, dude, if that happened, hopefully my buddy Jason, because I never sent my own dick pics, but I would rent them for my buddy Jason, right? So for $10, he would let you use his dick, send it to somebody. Because he's a really, he's just that kind of guy. And so, I probably spent $30 fucking
Wait, what?
Gifting his wiener out.
What? Renting dick pics?
Yeah, from him. Well, he had a decent wiener on him for one.
Like, no, I support Arsenal, so.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Or like, a bunch of like Manchester United fans.
So, like that, imagine they just plummet my stock because of it. Yeah, I have to be so careful. I have to be so like, oh, everyone is great. And like, I have no real opinion.
Yeah. It's weird because you kind of trade a part of you. More of you gets traded away in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
If that makes sense. And not trying to complain about things, but trying to see, it's interesting having a life where in your life you have some popularity or you have fame. It's just interesting to even see what it's like. Like, not that it's, even if it's happening to you, it's just, you're still like, it's just, it's interesting to be like, okay, this is what this is like.
But don't get me wrong. There are pros as well. Like, if I, let's say I want to go to a restaurant and it's fully booked. I hit up my PA and all of a sudden there's a slot. You know what I mean? Like, that's the benefit of, being, having fame.
Yeah.
Like, it gives you opportunities, more opportunities.
Yeah.
But then I guess if you have a load of money, you can just buy the restaurant and then it's always free. No matter what.
Yeah, that's a good point, dude.
So,
what else was I thinking about, man?
Well, I wanted to ask you.
Up in
Watford, yeah.
Watford.
So,
And your family's Nigerian?
Nigerian, yeah.
Do you ever get to meet like Kamaru Usman or any of those guys?
No.
He's cool, man.
Yeah. But obviously I've seen them fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're great.
Nigerians are so friendly.
We can be.
A lot of friendly people, man.
It depends
do you
on the
feel
day.
Nigerian sometimes? You just feel British?
I think it depends on, like, if it's like food, like when I'm eating jollof rice and panda jam and okra and all of that, I feel pretty Nigerian.
Yeah.
Or if I'm going to like a Nigerian wedding or if I'm getting, my my extended family asking for money all the time.
They ask me for money.
I feel
too,
pretty
even on
Nigerian
email.
at that point.
Yeah.
But then, I guess when I'm, I don't know, going to a private school, I feel pretty British.
Yeah, that's British, huh?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Do you feel okay coming back from your break? Like, what do you feel like invigorated? Was it hard to? Because taking a break's big. I've thought for years I'm going to take a break, and it's very hard to.
Well, the scary thing is with taking a break is if you step off the treadmill, do you think you'll be able to get back on it? Do you think you'll be as fit to get back on it, or do you think you'll just hop on and fall off?
Yeah.
And that's, for me, I feel like, I'm at a point where I've like stepped off the treadmill before. I'd say around 2017, where I took like a super long break and then came back and everything was all right. So I was like, oh, okay. Like I'm in a place now where I can take a break and it's okay. So I feel like a lot of like YouTubers or streamers or whatever, like are always worried that they might not reach the same level they're at.
But so mighty,
compared
though.
to America. Like if you said that exact same phrase, but in America, everyone's there like, yo, that's sick. Yeah. But in England, it's like, bro, like France is bigger than England.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, dude.
No, it's fine. Bro, honestly.
But out of England.
I don't take myself seriously, so it's fine.
Out of England and over the world. When you look at like business stuff, were there some small choices you made along the way in your career that like, you were like, oh, wow, that was bigger than I thought. And people don't see how much has to go into it, how many like just places you have to show up at, appearances.
Yeah.
Whose plan was Prime? Was it just you guys that come together and thought about it?
Logan came to me and he was like, oh, I've got this idea with two other guys that we work with when it comes to Prime. And he was like, yeah, we should try and work together. So I was there like, all right, first of all, we were first in a boxing match, so I don't know.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I don't know. Chill, bro. But I was there like I wanted like get really understand the product, know who the other two guys were, and just really understand everything. And at first I was a bit unsure. I tried the product. The product was fine. I was like, oh, this tastes really good. And then we just went with it.
Wow.
So. It's crazy. Do we actually have like a Prime? In like 10 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, have you ever had one?
I've had one.
Oh, okay. But no, you can see. I think it's at the bottom where it says made by the Prime team. So it was going to be KSI and Logan, but because I left just before the launch. They changed it to the Prime team. Yeah.
And so sometimes you'll have people say, hey, man, this is an experience that was going on in my life and it was similar to yours and stuff. And sometimes that's the toughest part about popularity in some ways is you used to have more time for that kind of thing, you know? But now you could run into somebody on every block and you could spend your whole day kind of like listening to someone's story.
Yeah.
So you have to just try and manage your best, I think in dealing with that.
Would you say... I mean, this might be deep, but do you think popularity is a prison?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think it's a responsibility. It's interesting. It's kind of an escape room, maybe.
So I feel like a lot of like YouTubers or streamers or whatever, like are always worried that they might not reach the same level they're at. So they decide to never take a break, but then
they go crazy, like Fousey.
Go crazy, yeah, bro.
Fousey died at the mall or whatever.
He went nuts, bro. But he's gone nuts before,
right?
He's done this and crashed down, and then he's done this again and crashed down. So like it's wild, man.
And the pressure of those, like that constant streaming. You weren't even at that. You weren't like that. You were more of a vlogger, right? Is that safe to say? Or
yeah. Well,
what's the term? I mean, I know you do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays I just sit in front of a camera and laugh. So that's pretty much
right.
That's like,
but it's infectious. And people, we had a kid that would always bring ants in from outside, and he'd put them in his fucking pockets. And like halfway through the next class, he'd have fucking ants all over him, and he'd have to go to the nurse or whatever. So he was always kind of cheating the system or whatever to, get out of class, you know. But he was a fucking real kind of zookeeper of a boy, if you will, you know. You know what I'm talking about? Or just different types of kids growing up. Who else do we have? Bring somebody up.
Wait, okay.
We just had all types of. We had this kid who would bring ants and he would get all the ants, you know.
So why?
Just so he could get bit later, and then he could tell the teacher.
Where's he finding all these ants?
Outside, unlimited ants from God. They just had as many as you could want in the schoolyard. It wasn't, you know.
Why are you just picking them up?
Yeah, they're free, brother. Yeah.
What? Wow. Okay. Did anyone try that with like bees?
No, nothing like that. You'd see crickets. A lot of times people would bring a bunch of crickets and let them loose in the class. And so they'd bounce around and people would be kind of a bit wild about it, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
maybe.
I went there for a YouTuber, like there was 50 YouTubers.
Wow.
And he put it in a box and just chaos. And only one could survive. Yeah, man, it was crazy. Different challenges left, right, and center, bro.
So you were competing against other people?
Yeah.
Fuck, it's
bro,
so fun.
I was a menace, man. I was just there. For me, my idea was I'm going to...
Just demon?
Well, I kind of, like, I'm naturally just a nice guy anyway. So, like, I went to say hi, everyone. It was cool to see old faces left, right, and center. But then, as soon as the cameras are on, I'm there like, I'm just going to be content.
Yeah.
My goal is just content. Like, people trying to sleep, I'm shouting in their ears, like, yo, no sleeping tonight, baby. Wake the fuck up.
No sleeping
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, bro. And the thing is, because everyone there is a little timid,
yeah,
and everyone's a bit standoffish, a bit reserved, because, everyone's a big YouTuber in their own right. Like, I feel pretty confident. I feel pretty good. I mean, I'm seeing it as like a warm-up to hopefully fight Amir Khan end of the year.
What?
Yeah, but with this, it's just like, so these two guys, Slim and AT, have been like top of the league when it comes to Misfits. Like, they've pretty much been most of their opponents. Slim has never lost, etc. So, for me to fight not one but two of them, it's gonna be a good challenge.
So they can tag each other in whenever they want?
They can tag in and tag out whenever they want. For me, a lot of times I do things just to make my life as easy as possible.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I can easily take an economy flight left, right, and center. Like,
sure.
And I probably will when I have a kid, because I don't want them to think, PJs are the norm. Like, I wouldn't want my child thinking, all these crazy things that I do.
Yeah, that kid's gonna be on a mule back.
Well, yeah.
That fucking kid's taking this slow way, brother.
Yeah, we're taking a bus.
Yeah, we are, brother. We're gonna walk.
Kids gonna be like, why are all these people just staring at us all the time?
Dad, why do I have this? Why am I in this wheelchair? Like, we're slowing it down, son.
Yeah. You gotta go through it.
But no, I think that popularity it's interesting.
Oh my! I mean, I guess technically it is still John.
Right, that's a good point. But no explanation. Not sure why I even have the bootleg app. But Meta truly does not care about their users. Nobody there replies with reasoning. So he reached out like, how did you just take my name?
Yeah.
Because
I mean, if they're just there, like, it's our platform. Now what? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do if somebody says like, yeah, JJ, we don't like what you're saying anymore?
Then you know the meme where the guy just disappears?
Yeah.
I'm
just
out.
Goes into the bushes.
Oh yeah, I'm out. What can I do?
But yeah, that's the thing. It's like we don't have any. It's like it's almost like we can write whatever we want, but it's like they own the paper, kind of,
Yeah, that's a good one.
George Foreman did it. So did you kind of get those ideas from that, or was it just something you guys like? That was a world you wanted to get into?
I think because of us just entering the world in general with the whole YouTubers thing, like me fighting Joe Weller, then Logan Paul, etc. It just made sense to create our own organization, Misfits, where, I feel like the name is perfect for it. Misfits, it's different to everything, and it's its own thing, and people just love it. Yeah. It's just entertaining. We just make fights that people, wanted to see for years happen, or we just make things like tag team fights happen, etc.
When you see that Mike Perry's in this new fight, for me, I was way more excited.
I think you'd much rather fight an old man. Yeah, it's just so much easier. Why would he fight Mike?
That's so true.
Yeah,
dude.
why would he fight?
Let me get back in this
Legit,
chat,
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you know, did you see the fight between Silva and
What was that?
bro?
What was that?
What was that?
What was that? It was patty cake.
Bro, it was
It was hard.
it was ass, bro.
It was checking someone's pockets for their phone.
That's what I mean. And that's who Jake Paul fought. Like, these are the people that Jake Paul fight. And that's why I'm like, why would he now go into a super hard fight?
Well, at some point, it has to be that because he really pushes himself very hard that he's a boxer.
Nah, he pushes himself as the legend killer.
Oh, I see.
That's the angle he's going. So he's there like, I destroy all these legends when they're 50 because that's who I am. Yeah. I'm Jake Paul. Da 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 da.
Slayer of senior citizens.
Like, that's his forte.
Oh, dude, yeah,
so
he's like,
people have got 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million subscribers, left, right, and center. And I've got on one channel 20 something, and then another like 16 something, whatever. But like, I don't give a shit, bro. Like, for me, I'm there. Like, I'm just there here to just have a good fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you know, some people really wanted to win. Like the 1 million, it was the grand prize of $1 million.
Wow.
But for me, bro, I was just there. Like, I'm here just to have a good fucking time.
Were the competitions, was it fun? Is it out yet?
It's not out yet, so I can't explain. Right. Yeah, the challenges, but
for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely cool to see different YouTubers.
Was it inspiring to see Mr. Beast create something like that?
Bro, like, he showed me around Greenville, like the different areas that he's bought just for videos.
Got that chubby on him. I saw George Kittle had some chubbies a while back, and I said I want them. And now I've been in chubbies, and I like them. I like being in them. I like showing up in them. Experienced unmatched comfort and style with Chubbies. Iconic original stretch shorts. Depending on how much thigh you're looking to show, Chubbies makes them in 4-inch, 5.5-inch, and 7-inch inseams for those long lovers. These shorts have the stretchiest fabric for ultimate movability and flexibility. And get your new swimsuit lined up for the summer with Chubby's classic lined swim collection. That's right, whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, Chubby's has you covered for a limited time. Chubby's is giving our viewers 20% off your order with our code Theo at chubbysshorts.com. That's code THEO at Chubby's, CHUBBIES, shorts.com. Support our show and tell them we sent you. Don't blend in with the crowd. Stand out with Chubbies.
It's been phenomenal, man. Like, the way, you know, you just... I think for me, I saw a lot of your stuff just on TikTok.
Yeah.
Just how fucking random you are.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing to experience it in real life.
Oh, thanks,
just the
man.
random things you say, just out of thin air.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious.
Well, thanks, dude. Thank you.
And,
I used to feel more creative. Did you ever used to feel more creative?
Yes. Yeah. I feel like...
Isn't that weird?
Anymore. Yeah. It's just... I don't know. I don't know why. It's just... Or maybe we're still as creative, but we have to just churn out more.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Because there's just so... People just want more content all the time.
Oh, even 3 years ago, it seemed like if you put out a really neat clip, it lived longer. Have you been to the fights?
Yeah, bro, I go to as many UFC things as I can. Well, in England anyway. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, there's one coming up in Manchester.
Smash it. Yeah, it's very good.
God, dude, it's so much fun, isn't it?
Bro, it's brutal. It's bro, actually, what was crazy for me was, you know, as a British guy, I went to the UFC in Miami 299.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Wait, that was Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis?
Yeah. So that fight was insane. Yeah, but oh my God, when Trump came in, bro, I didn't expect everyone to scream like that. Bro, it was the loudest cheer of the whole night.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know people love Trump like that.
People love him.
Like, over here, everyone, for us, we think everyone hates Trump. Mm-mm. And he's like, oh, you know, Trump bad, da 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 da. I go over there, oh my God, it's like he's Jesus.
Yeah. He's like, he's kind of like a little bit of like a, like a But geez, but yeah, people love him when he comes in at UFC. People love him.
Yeah.
But the media doesn't like him in America.
Okay, I know it's going back to the whole humanoid thing, but
No.
it just fascinates me because the idea of like space travel, like, becomes a thing. Like, imagine we can just take
With AI, you mean? Oh, because
Yeah.
it'll tell us how to do it.
Well, no, I was thinking more taking a humanoid AI and just sending it off.
Oh,
Like, it can go to Mars.
right.
or-
We have like practice humans then. It's
yeah.
like give a crash test dummy that can actually fucking
Yeah, exactly.
give you a ring back and
Well,
let you know what's going on.
just what's going on? You good? Tell me what's up. What's up with your systems and everything?
Yeah. How's your
Yeah,
systems,
yeah.
man? Yeah. Hey, what's your sister up to? And he's like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Because people are perverts, dude.
What?
The second the guy reports any information from Mars, people are like, hey, where's your sister? Like we learned about Christopher Columbus. We didn't learn a ton about the UK.
Yeah. Well, I imagine like Europe isn't even on the map for United States.
No, Miami was kind of as far as we kind of would learn.
Sick.
But yeah, America's gotten weird, man. We might be sailing back over here soon. So
Oh wow.
keep the ports open.
Well,
bro.
I
Yeah.
mean, have you seen the weather here, man? It's not that great.
We'll take it. We could probably you could adjust it. They're doing cloud seeding and stuff now. You know.
Maybe that's what's happening in England because it's just always trash.
Yeah.
Like 1 minute it's sunny, the next is raining, then it's sunny again, then raining, then sunny, then raining. And this is all in one day.
Yeah. Can we bring him up? He was a famous dancer, kind of. Yeah, he's a famous ballerina. Yeah.
Oh.
Ballerina. And the kids were like,
Oh wow, okay.
yeah. He was like a famous ballerina out of where? He's from the UK, I think.
Wow.
And his dad and everybody was like, hey, what is he doing?
Oh wow.
But
fair.
then he said, yeah, he ended up just being like the best ballerina or whatever. And at the end, his dad hugged him or whatever.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
cute.
Bought him a sandwich or something.
It was-
Something very loving, you know?
Yeah, that's it's how what you order.
Well, it's just like people are like, oh, this dude. Like if this guy shows up and does well, you're like, wow.
Wow, here's a sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's at the bar.
Maybe that's what the movie's about. I don't think I watched it all.
Yeah, fair. Oh my gosh.
But were there choices of things that you did like pass up where you were like, oh, that was smart? Like at the time I couldn't see it. Like just because like having vision like that is interesting and important, you know?
So, well, how do you feel about like actors having to be, let's say if they had to be, I don't know, disabled and they weren't actually disabled, do you think they should or shouldn't?
I'd be pissed if I'm watching the commercial for it.
Yeah.
Right? And then at the end the guy gets up and walks off out of the chair. I'd be a little bit like, well,
Yeah,
that's a magic chair.
yeah.
But he's having, yeah.
That sounds great.
So maybe like, yeah, I don't know. That was just something interesting. But then there's a guy, a friend of mine who's a comedian in the States. He told me one time, the one thing you can always say is just no. Like if you don't know what to do,
Yeah.
then just say no.
Yeah.
Because you're probably okay where you're at and then you can figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I've got quite far by just saying no. I mean, obviously, I'm glad I said yes to Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely a dub.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you say? I mean, this might be deep, but do you think popularity is a prison?
Yeah, I think it's a responsibility. It's kind of an escape room, maybe.
Okay.
Because I think you can figure out how to manage it, but
Yeah.
I think it surprises you. There's different levels of it. You're like, okay, people see me now and then. It's kind of fun, and then
Yeah.
there's times where I think it gets kind of scary. Yeah, and I'm sure at your level you get to the point where you have to fly private because you couldn't.
Well, yeah, it's
Cause a
just
scene
well,
somewhere.
it's just because it'd be easier.
Right.
That's what I mean. Like for me, a lot of times I do things just to make my life as easy as possible.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, I can easily take an economy flight left, right, and center. Like,
Sure.
and I probably will when I have a kid because I don't want them to think, oh, you know, PJs are the
Yeah.
norm. Like, I wouldn't want my child thinking, you know, all these crazy things that I do. Well, do you want to work for Mr. Bo? Like, do you want to be a teacher?
Create something like that. I would like to teach Mr. Beast.
I want to, yeah,
I would like to be at Mr. Beast Junior High.
exactly, bro.
Is it inspiring kind of? Or do you feel like it's a different?
No, not at all. I went in there, and if anything, it made me go, yeah, I will never reach this level. But I was okay,
and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's kind of the point where I was at. Yeah.
Because that's interesting because sometimes in life you meet people or you meet like people who are doing things above you or differently than you.
Yeah.
And you say, oh, I could do this.
Yes.
Huh?
How you find England?
Oh, I'm finding it. Yeah, probably one of the best audiences I ever had over in Manchester, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty wild over there.
They were everybody.
Yeah, just laughing.
Like the last week of school where you're just hoping you like can convince the teacher like you have 4 more days.
Yeah.
To convince the teacher you were good the whole time.
Oh,
you
wow. They were just
they were just locked in, man.
I love it.
Because, yeah, some places it's kind of different. Like Ireland, sometimes you're like, because they speak English, but they kind of barely, you know?
Yeah, it feels like a different language.
Yeah.
But even in Scotland as well, it can be quite hard. You should, have you ever met a Scouser?
Kids look like shit in America, yeah. I mean, they're drinking good prime.
Yeah.
They look like fucking, dude, they look like anybody could have put them together.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? At least here they look a little bit haberdashed, like somebody cared a bit in the morning, you know? Yeah.
Haberdash is actually a place.
It's a town?
No, it's a private school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, haberdashers, merchant tailors. I went to Berkhamsted.
Wow, that's fancy.
It just sounds fancy, doesn't it?
Well,
haberdashers,
yeah.
merchant tailors. Yeah.
But do you eat at the long tables in there?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
That must have been so
we
much
had
fun.
cheese pots.
Oh.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like for lunch, we'd get servings.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, I like this. Oh, actually, this looks quite good. Like we had options.
Yeah, God,
Yeah,
it's nice.
Crazy, yeah.